Guys, welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony. This is the mid-morning break room, and I'm here with my awesome co-hosts. I have Nascarman 3345, Derek over in Rhode Island, and then we have Tommy the Bargain Effect over in Wisconsin, and we have Craig Landshark Picker. He's in Alabama. So, Derek, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi guys, Nascarman 3345. My name is Derek. I'm from Rhode Island, like Anthony said. I do Mercari, YouTube, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, everything that pretty much a lot of the places you can go, yard sales, flea markets, toy shows, you name it, we do it. I do a auction on Monday nights on my channel and racing on Friday nights.
Nice. I think you've said that before. Once or twice.
Once or twice.
I think I'm gonna record my intro on my phone and just hit play. Hey, my name is Craig Landshark Picker. Like Anthony said, here in Alabama. Pretty much the same on everything where I source and sell like everybody else: eBay, Amazon, Mercari. The only little bit different place I source is Craigslist and some auctions. So. Appreciate everybody showing up this morning.
And I'm Tommy, the Bargain Effect, your average everyday reseller, product relocation specialist. And I just do the same old stuff. I buy at auctions, rummage sales, even my local grocery store, and looking for things that I can find cheap and make some profit on. Selling on primarily eBay and Mercari. A little bit of marketplace, and yeah, those are my primary platforms.
Nice. I want to give a quick shout out to DMK Scrap Metal and Reselling Project. We just connected yesterday, and promised that I would give a shout out this morning on the show. So Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't yet met them, make sure you go ahead and say hello. But I do want to go ahead and welcome a few people in this morning. First person that was here is just me, Kathy. It's good to see your smiling face today, Kathy. We have Michelle Lathan with us. Eric Bischoff's here. Rump Stump Reseller. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you. Veronica, the Cherry Picker's in the house. Theosa Sales, good morning to you. Matt, BK Vending and Flipping. Good to see you, Matt. DC Sales is here, the master of the license plate. I get pumped up for you, DC Sales, every time I go to my van now. Hey, Timmy's with us. Good morning, Borderline Hoarderish. Auctions by
Friday.
What's that? Oh, Horse Friday. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Auctions by My Great Finds for you. Good morning, T. If you guys haven't subscribed to her new channel, this is it right here. Make sure you hit the 3 dots by her name. She's now doing auctions every single, actually 3 times a week, I believe. She could probably type in the chat the exact days, but she does kind of like what Derek does on Monday nights. So that'll be cool for you guys to go and follow as well. Jordan, the DG Pickers in the house. What's up, Jordan? Good to see you, man. Cody Bro, what's up, man? Good to see you. Always glad to see you. Sure, you probably have a million packages going out this morning as per usual. And it looks like that's about it for now until we get a few more people jumping in. You guys know I'm Anthony. Most of you guys know what I do. Yard sales, estate sales, Goodwill bins, basically where I can go get cheap stuff, flip it on eBay for a profit. That's what I do. I also do weekly Bible studies on my channel, a Tuesday at 2 p.m. I do hangouts every Saturday at 3 p.m. This is all Eastern Standard Time. And I also do, I just started a retro gaming thing I do on my channel now, too, where I test video games.
Good catch.
And watch them lick cartridges.
Yeah, I also like to lick cartridges.
And if you go to the bins and you see Anthony there, just be careful because he's going to buy everything. But if not, he's going to body slam you into the bins.
Very well, Mike.
And if he stopped at Taco Bell first, just wave to him from a distance.
There's going to be several things I do live that I'm never going to live down, like the whole Taco Bell incident and the flicking of video game cartridges.
Hey, if that's the worst you get, you're in good shape.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If anybody's interested, Anthony is. I think he's going to, and he may not want to release this yet. He's going to start selling pre-licked cartridges. If anybody's interested,
Absolutely.
He'll drop the link below if you need it.
He's in the process of making a stick that it clicks onto, so he can lick it without touching the rest of it.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that.
No, it's fine. I mean, I feel like I might be able to corner the market on that.
Yeah.
Especially like the old, like crusty looking ones.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, Scott and other people always say zig when other people are zagging. That's definitely a zig or a zag or whatever it would be.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll have to pop. I have a Tony Hawk game for the PS1, so I'll have to hook that up one of these weeks. Pop that in for you.
There you go.
I've been doing mainly the cartridge-based games because they taste better.
You're on a quest to see how many licks it takes to get to the center.
Oh yeah.
It'll take more than 3.
Yeah. So is the fourth one actually a lick or is it just a crunch?
That's a crunch.
But your tongue probably hits the object, so it's before you bite it.
Right.
Technicality, maybe.
Yep.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Was that from the 70s or 80s?
70s.
That was way back, wasn't it?
Yep, 1977, 78. Yep.
Wow.
Hoot the owl.
I know it had a long lifetime. It was around for a long time.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of like the what was it, Generation Rock or the Schoolhouse Rock or
Schoolhouse Rock. Yep.
Whatever the I'm Only a Bill and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. I'm just a bill. That one, and then there's a couple other ones too. Oh, Conjunction Junction.
Yep.
Yeah, Jamie, Tony Hawk on PS1 was definitely like heavily played in my household too.
Wow. Jamie, you have to PM me just so please let me know.
Ciosa wants a Tootsie Pop now.
I prefer the Tootsie Roll.
Are you sure you want a Tootsie Pop? I mean, let me just put this out there, Ciosa. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Oh man. I've got one that sits right here, and you say Tony Hawk, and I think I showed it the other day.
Yep.
Oh, and that's one that I would like to taste too.
Would you?
Blue.
That's my flavor.
Does the blue change your tongue to blue?
I don't know.
Do you have to lick the connector, or is it the case?
Yep, it's the connectors.
Okay.
Connector.
I couldn't get to the connector.
Yeah. You get all that wonderful brass flavored taste on your tongue.
Actually, most of those I know on computers are gold.
Yeah.
Very low, small gold,
yeah.
gold leafing, whatever it's called.
Well, what was it? How do you test a 9-volt battery?
Stick it to your tongue.
Yep. There you go.
Absolutely.
How do you test a what?
9-volt battery.
I'm not doing it.
I believe
No, you're not doing it.
I've got this little trick.
There you go. There you go. Ready?
This one's a little weak. I actually tested it the other day. I was trying to test some sumo wrestlers for Kelly, Hip Flip, and Mama. And this wasn't powerful enough to do the remote control.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get those nice full ones, and then put it on the tip. If you put it on the tongue itself, it's okay. But if you get it on the tip, that's where you get the full flavor.
It'll bite you a little bit.
Kathy wants to know what game is my favorite flavor. Anything third-party Nintendo, because not only does it taste good to play, but it tastes good to sell, and they keep value.
You get the special gold one when you get the Zelda.
Absolutely.
But you got to work your way through the gold.
I just showed off thanks to Donatella. She helped me with that for free.
Kimmy says no licking batteries for her. No, we know, Kimmy. We know.
You know what would probably be a good one is the old Burger Time cartridges.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah.
I used to love that. I used to walk across and you had to make the burger. Yep.
That was one of my wife's favorite
Throw
games.
the salt on the pickles and stuff.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
I'm 57 and French fried potato.
Yep.
Lump sum resellers asking me a local auction with vintage Hot Wheels track still in the box. It's on High Bid. You guys ever heard of that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hybid is an auction company that allows like local people. It's like a platform that you can run your own auctions on. Like you could start a Hybid auction online site,
Okay.
and you'd be advertised through Hybid community.
I know you see there's different states that have them. I don't know if they're actually state run, where it's surplus or what, but I didn't realize it was open to the public like that in Utica.
All right, I'll look at that. What's her name? Jamie?
Rump Stump, yes.
Yeah. Jamie, you have to remember. You have to PM me. I have the rest of the schedule. So if you want to get in on the auction, I have some dates available. So,
Where do you know whereabouts she's located? Like state wise or whatever?
I know we've talked a couple of times. I don't remember.
I love the burger songs now going through the chat. That's a beautiful thing.
Auctionzip.com, Cody.
Yeah, Auction Zip's what I use too, Cody.
Jamie's in Missouri.
That is like no, like I look for like I watch high bids. Derek's got a couple high bid auctions around him, and I watch. And if anything became really appealing to me, where it would be shippable or whatever,
right?
I would ask Derek, hey, if I bid on this and win, would you go pick it up and mail it to me? Because a lot of them don't do shipping.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just kind of like to get my feelers out where people are at, and then I'd talk to them and be like, hey, if I'm interested in this auction, would you pick it up and send it to me, Well, I think if everybody did that, like she says, there's Hot Wheel tracks there, and if they go cheap enough, maybe there's money for Derek to make some money even after having it shipped to him.
Right.
Yep.
I got my PayPal squared away, Tommy. It got squared away this morning.
That's awesome.
I had Jason Banana Finds. He and Eric are up in Eric is in eastern Ohio, and Jason is up in close to Philadelphia.
Oh yeah,
I've known Jason for a good while. He messaged me a while back or talked to me in a private chat and said, hey, I've got something I need picked up over in Atlanta, which Atlanta's about 3 hours from me, and it was a good size item. He's like, you'd have to take a truck, but it was going to be enough where he would drive down here and pick it up at some point. He just couldn't get down here on auction day.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's.
I don't remember what the items were, but they were big enough. And he said, yeah, you can as long as you cover them up, you can leave them in the back of the truck and they'll be fine until I can get down there.
We've got a few more friends that jumped in the chat here. Rebecca Kruder, good morning to you. Gate City Picker Paul, good morning, buddy.
What's up, Paul?
And my buddy Nate over here in Pittsburgh. Every day I'm hustling. What's up, man? We missed anyone, feel free to jump in the chat and let us know.
Yep. Can't say hey if we don't know you're here.
Yeah, currently at $4 and $5. The thing, Jamie, is I have to see. I'll have to go on it a little bit. I'll probably click it up in a minute and see which boxes they are. I mean, they might be newer stuff where it's really not worth it because a lot of times. Okay, cool. That's cool, Paul. Thank you. The newer stuff doesn't sell well, especially if they don't have the cars with the sets. So a lot of the track, if it's just track, it's very, very hard to sell.
You guys are literally going to make me do like a live burger grilling after this.
Yeah.
Like Ashley just bought me this stuff called mayo chup. It's like ketchup and mayo mixed together.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
I like putting mayo and ketchup on my burgers. So she bought me the thing so I could just squirt one on there. Hey, Justin Jacobs, good morning, man.
My wife has gotten into buying, and we've just bought it for years. There's a mayonnaise that somebody made. I don't remember who makes it. This guy made. It's got olive oil in it.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Is it like the aioli type stuff?
Not quite that strong.
Okay.
But it's good. I don't like it so much on a sandwich. But if it's not bad. Durkee's is incredible. Durkee's is great on tuna salad. It's great on. You put it in egg salad. I got to the point where I just put it on a sandwich in place of mayonnaise sometimes.
Yeah, I saw that crunch. I didn't get that yet, but that's probably next on my list to try.
Right.
Somebody was asking about auction sites. Who said it a minute ago?
That was Cody.
Yeah.
Cody, yeah. Auction Zip is good. You're not going to get everything there. People have to promote their auctions on Auction Zip.
Right.
I do a lot on Gov Deals. It's a good site. That's a lot of surplus auctions.
Yeah.
Which I do really well at those. It's, when I find stuff, it's not, I don't find stuff every week, every month, but I constantly look at it. Where else do I look? Trying to think of how I found, if you get on Google and just search auction houses or auction sites in my area, you can find stuff there. But Auction Zip is a good resource. I'm not saying it's, it's not reliable. You will just miss out on some of the, not everybody advertises there. Don't use that as the definitive answer of every auction that's in your area.
I want to say hi to Elizabeth England and Michelle Lathan. Thanks for joining us, guys. And it's funny. She also says, wait, we're going to talk about reselling. LOL. Reseller, man. What's up? Good to see you. We actually haven't even got into the reselling yet. We've been on licking video games and eating food pretty much the whole time. Exactly. You're just in time. If you want to drop links, go right ahead, Matt. You're more than welcome to. Anyone that's in the chat, you can feel free to drop whatever link you want. Just, try to stay away from spamming. But yeah, we are fully transparent with sharing and promoting each other. So feel free to do that stuff anytime.
I found one, but I'm not seeing what she's stating in I'm on high bid now, and I'm not seeing what she's talking about.
I've never gone directly to high bid to look for something. I've always ended up on a high bid site where it's somebody's specific auction.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna drop a link to the main high bid site, and then you can search for particular things on that, or you can search whatever miles you're willing to travel from your zip code. So I just threw the link in there to the main site, and then you can search for the local high bid auctions in your area.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. I just typed in Hot Wheels track, Hot Wheels vintage track, and I'm seeing a couple.
Go ahead, Rob Stump. She's gonna drop the link, so then you take it right there.
Cool.
Craig just dropped government deals too. DC Sales asked a question that's even to do with our title today, since we haven't kind of got there yet. She's asking, do you go to eBay sales data to check out exactly what profit you made on an item? It'll tell you down to the penny. I like to look through that stuff every once in a while because I'm going to be fully transparent. I don't track things as good as I need to. Now, mentally in my mind, I know what I'm making on stuff, but I mean, I don't, I'm in the process now of spreadsheeting stuff, which before I just kind of throw stuff up and, whatever sells type thing. But yeah, I'm trying to get a lot more organized with my numbers now. And that's why I thought this would be a great topic for today, because not only would it help me in getting everything to where it needs to be, going into tax season next year and everything like that. But I figured I would learn a whole lot. And if I'm doing something wrong, somebody would, let me know.
Right. I love that area of eBay. I don't look at it religiously. I'll browse it every now and then, just kind of verify some information. But one thing in the sales, the one that shows up your sales and your sales costs, where it breaks down your eBay fees, your PayPal fees, your cost, your label. I wish they would give you the ability to edit each one of those rows and add two things. It would be so incredible if they would do that. If they would give you the ability to add the cost you paid for an item, and what your cost of supplies were to sell that item. A lot of people don't track down to what did my box cost me, what did my bubble wrap cost me. But really, from a really pure profit perspective, that's all you would need.
Yeah.
Those two items. I mean, they're giving you a great number. They're doing a lot of calculations for you, but I could go to that, and if I put that in, it replaces a lot of these spreadsheets that people are using.
Elizabeth, are you from the Pittsburgh area or Pennsylvania? You said that's why you love Pennsylvania, the people and the Versailles shop Goodwill. Yeah, they have a Goodwill bins over there. That's really awesome. I may be in that area this weekend. There's a huge community sale going on that Nate and I are planning to go hit up. We might do like a collaboration. That's Nate's channel, by the way, anybody, in case you're wondering who he is. I'll mention him from time to time. He'll do like hangouts with us and stuff like that. This Saturday, me, him, and Tiffany Eat Sleep Amazon, we're starting a Saturday night show as well. So keep an eye out for that.
And do you have that scheduled yet?
I haven't scheduled it yet. No.
When you do, make sure you send me a link to it so I can.
Okay.
Pretty much. I really want to check you guys out.
Well, while you're saying scheduling, has anybody else? We've had trouble lately when we schedule something through StreamYard. We were talking about this right before we went live. Has anybody else that's done StreamYard as a live broadcast? Has anybody had trouble finding the broadcast on your channel after you schedule it before you actually go live?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I have.
Yeah, we all have. Yep.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna reach out to the guys. The guys that wrote the stuff are very responsive.
Yeah.
The guy's really young. I don't think they have a really big. They don't have a really big company. So it's pretty impressive for some. If one or two people are doing this, and
Absolutely. I can't wait till, and I know it's going to take time, but I can't wait till they get the mobile kinks worked out.
For sure.
Elizabeth says she's up in Butler, and Butler's a great city. I don't know if I told you, Anthony, before I flew in. This has been years ago. I flew into Pittsburgh and drove from there to Butler back probably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
If I remember right, Butler's kind of out in the country, isn't it?
Parts of it are like
not really out in the country. But I remember having to make a good little drive through the country to get there.
Yeah. You most likely, yeah.
Kimmy says, and yeah, that makes sense because I did that too. If you can't find it just normally like showing up, you can go into your YouTube studio and it'll be in there for sure.
Right, but the problem is if we can't find it, like this morning, I couldn't find it on Anthony's channel.
Right, if we can't find it,
I can't find it. How can anybody else?
Right.
I'd kind of like to try something today, guys. This is a little bit different that we've never done before, but I'm guessing Craig or Tommy might know how this works since you guys are very computer literate and you know all that stuff. I'd like to give a prize to whoever can share this the most times during this episode. I have a gift card I want to give away.
Panera Bread, man, that place is awesome.
That's good food. They make great soups.
They do. And then
Red Bull. The Red Bull, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how we would track that, or maybe you guys can come up with a better way for them to.
I say, all right, I'll tell you what. I can see how many times it's been shared, but I can't see who has shared it.
Okay.
Now we do this. If you're not part of the Facebook group, I'll go into the Facebook group and start a thread. And when you share it, take a screenshot of where you shared it and drop it in the Facebook group.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, and you can share it on any platform you want. And by the end of the episode, before we sign off, I'm going to give this to somebody, and I'll mail it out today.
There we are.
Sweet.
And Jamie, those two tracks definitely bid on them. They're definitely worth the $4 to $5 each.
So all that you're sharing is just the link to the show that we're doing right now.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, wherever. The cool thing is the people you share it to, they'll be able to reshare and have a chance as well. But I'm going to drop the Facebook group, the link to that, because then you can go ahead and you can just drop the screenshots like Craig said of where you've shared it to.
Right.
And whoever like I said shares the most
gets it.
Yeah, and then if there's people tied, we'll figure a way to do a randomizer or something like that to pick between the tied people. I just think it'd be cool, you know what I mean, to kind of get this show out there a little bit more. Not so much to grow my channel or anything, but to just grow this break room atmosphere that we have every day with all of you guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right. And the larger the crowd we have, the better discussions we could. Not that we have a bad discussion now.
Yeah.
The more people get involved, the more interaction we get between the panel and the viewers, between the viewers themselves. And that's what they got. We talk behind the scenes before we go live about how interactive y'all are, and that really helps speed the show along. We always look up in an hour and 30, hour and 45 minutes and say, oh my gosh, how did we just make it through that show?
The great thing is, too, it helps us with future episodes, too. The conversation that gets going helps us with planning stuff out. This link I dropped is the Facebook group. So if you guys want to go join that, if you're not already, I'll make sure I keep my phone out. That way I am approving people to come in, because I know Craig has something where you have to like type. Is it you type in your YouTube name or something like that?
YouTube name, and you have to agree to the rules. Okay. And there's not. I mean, it's just standard stuff that that Facebook puts out. You know, being courteous and acting like adults if you're an adult, which 99% of us hopefully are. It's just that 1% that, you know.
I just approved one request, and like I said, anybody else that jumps in, I have my phone here, so I will continue to approve requests as they come in.
Yeah.
And for anybody that has come in, the most shares of this show that we're doing right now live, by the end of the show, we'll get this Panera Bread gift card.
Nice.
And it'll be shipped out today when I go to the post office right after the show.
All right. I'll be the first.
It's funny. A couple people have said sharing is caring. Said unless it's your girlfriend. And let's see. I think Jamie said or the flu. So I know Tommy is like Mr. Numbers. Like you just have that mind that just is all about like crunching the numbers and stuff. So what would you say the most important things to know are when it comes to your numbers on eBay, Tommy?
Well, you definitely want to know your profit numbers, but I don't get down to profit per item. I mean, I know I either made really good money, decent money, or I'll never buy that again type money. But I don't get down to the profit of I made $16.47 on it. I know I made about $16, $15. You know?
Right.
My important numbers are my totals, my solds, my expenses, my fees. You know, I just want to know my total profit. I'm not really worried about the individual. I guess if I was doing wholesale, that would be much more important. If I'm selling like hundreds of the same thing,
Right.
But with one-offs, I know either it was a good buy or it was a bad buy. My most important numbers to me, honestly, are when I go into my seller hub and you go to your performance. I love to look at my numbers of my sales from the last 31 days, and then right under there, it's going to tell you compared to last year, and then it'll also compare you to the same period last year. Those are the numbers that I try to keep in the green and constantly increasing.
Gotcha.
So like right now, sales last 31 days compared to the prior 31 days, I'm up 38.2%. Where it's telling me the market's only up 3.3%. And then compared to the same period last year, I'm up 80.8%, and the market's actually down 10%. So that tells me if the market went down, but I went up 80% from last year, I'm doing something right.
Right.
And then obviously my net sales, which is just a portion because they don't have your cost of goods and everything in there, and I get that out of my GoDaddy. But basically, it's just keeping my numbers all in the green in my seller hub.
Right. It's easy to get caught up in all those numbers though, and almost overthinking it sometimes. You know.
For sure.
I know they're important, but I know when you said Tommy, I had to stop and think. Okay, I know. You know, your Tommy is like somebody. I know Tommy Bernard. He literally obsesses over them. I think. You know. Yep. And I think you got to find that happy medium of they're important, but I can't just dwell on them 24 hours a day, you know?
But, yeah. And I mean, there's certain things that I get down to the penny on, like especially like my supplies, my renewable supplies. If I can save 40 cents somewhere on something that I buy multiple times a year, like my poly bags, I do it because, you know, that 40 cents, it's like, oh, 40 cents, big deal. But when I'm buying, I'm saving 40 cents twice a month. That adds up over the year.
Right. Oh yeah.
And Matt's asking, don't you need those numbers for tax purposes?
I don't know. Well, not here. I don't, and every place is different, so I can't really tell you what numbers you need for your taxes in your area. Right. I know here, basically, all I have to report is my expenses to run my business, supplies, bills, stuff like that. I have my cost of goods and then my sold. And then at the end of the year, I just zero out my inventory, and then my inventory will carry over to the next year. So basically what it is, what Wisconsin wants to see is you had this much in sales, this much of it was used in expenses, this much was used in cost of goods, so we're taxing you on this.
Right.
I do keep all my receipts. I keep all my receipts for everything, cost of goods, bills, any outgoing money. And everything's connected in my PayPal, so it keeps it real simple. So if I'd ever get audited or anything, and I have GoDaddy bookkeeping, it's like, here you go.
And there's multiple ways you can keep up with that.
Right.
And we're not going to get into tax implications and things like that, just because of the legality and potential impact. But if you get to that point, definitely consult your CPA or an accountant or somebody like that for sure.
Right. And if I'm doing it wrong, maybe I am. I can't say what I'm doing is absolutely right. All I know is for the last 3 years, what I've submitted has been accepted, and I haven't had any issues. And I assume if I'm doing it wrong, the IRS is going to be the first person to tell me.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
You'll hear it.
Right.
You'll hear a knock on the door.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. They're quick to get their money.
And I'm also not $1 million seller either. I'm sure that would be a big difference.
BK vending and flipping. What about shipping, eBay, and PayPal fees? All that gets pulled in. And if you go into the area of your eBay seller hub, it shows you seller cost or sales cost, and it covers the cost of the label, the PayPal fee, and the eBay fee, and it shows you that on the screen for every item you sell.
I know that a lot of us have mentioned, the wanting to be like mobile resellers and stuff like that. I just want to say hello to Living the RV Loca Life. They just jumped in. I just connected with these guys yesterday, so thank you so much for stopping in, showing your support. I'm looking forward to learning how you do what you do.
And our friend from Australia, Mr. Neville.
Hey Neville.
Life on the other side of the pond.
That's it.
I mean, looking at the numbers, you're talking about cost and all that, but you can also consider all of your metrics when it comes to top-rated seller, shipping on time. And I know what it was. Golly, I don't know why it just hit me. I knew it would come at the oddest time. We were talking about the debating the items yesterday on eBay and everything, and I thought of something. I couldn't remember what it was when I started to open my mouth. It just came to me. Dang it, I just lost it. It's that quick. God bless. Just shut your mouth and just say it. That's bad.
Craig, come on, buddy.
I need some coffee. I haven't had a thing to drink yet this morning.
I gotta figure out how to get this smaller like you do, Craig.
God bless. What in the world?
I think isn't there like a minimal option for your display on
your handling time. Doing same day shipping.
So there we go. Thank you, Tommy. That way we see your faces. I don't want to cover you up.
The whole same day shipping versus over promise, under promise, over deliver kind of thing is what I don't know why it just hit me.
Congratulations on breaking that 531 days. That's awesome. Especially as a part-timer. You know what I mean? Like I remember whenever I was doing this part time, you know what I mean? If I were to make $100 a week, I was happy because that meant I was going to GameStop and picking something up that weekend. You know, so I think that's awesome. But she wants to know at what point should she get a CPA? I'm pretty sure, isn't it like you need to make like 10,000 in a year or something like that?
Well, theoretically, you've got to report any money you make as profit.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets a matter of some people have the knowledge of being able to do them. Do your own taxes. The thing a CPA is going to get you is the CPA know all the laws in your area. And if you get one, you need to get somebody that is knowledgeable in the area of e-commerce and what we do. But they're just getting somebody to do your personal taxes. Some people do their own. Some people go to H&R Block or somewhere like that and get somebody to do it. The reason you go there, some people even know how to do their taxes and still go there because H&R Block knows the stuff so well that they know that, hey, wait, have you considered the 10 miles a day you drive to go to the dumpster or whatever? You can be writing that off. Right. They know all the laws and I don't want to call them loopholes because it's not really loopholes, but understand that kind of thing. So I think that's where the value is the CPA understanding the laws and what you can do and what you can't do.
Right. I don't think you can like put out a specific time in your business or you're at a certain point of making so much money when somebody should get a CPA, because a lot of it depends on how well you know the laws and how well you know what you can write off, what you can claim, what you can't, and how well you are with numbers and filling out the paperwork. Right. So like me, I don't feel I need a CPA at this point. But if Destiny was doing the same thing I'm doing in reselling, she probably should have got a CPA a long time ago. Mm-hmm. The same level of what I'm doing.
I guess that's probably a good question to ask you because I just always assumed you both did reselling because you're both like pretty prominent in this community. Does Destiny actually do some selling?
No, she basically helps me out.
Okay. Because I know you said she does the cross posting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of do it together, but it's my business,
mm-hmm.
But if we're outsourcing, she'll be like, "Oh, hey, I found this. Do you think it's worth anything?" But she don't spend the time unless she's really bored to like look something up. She'll just throw stuff in a cart and bring it over and say, "Hey, I found these things that I thought they might be worth something." And then a lot of times I'm like, "Look it up."
Yeah.
But
that's pretty much Ashley's extent of reselling is basically she loves shopping, so
that's a great fit.
Spend my money. She's all about that. So she will typically go outsourcing with me, and she'll help me find stuff in that aspect. But from the time it hits the cart, that's pretty much the time her reselling journey ends, and then I kind of do the majority of the work. Which is fine because she works a full-time job. She's a busy lady, out there taking care of people. So I don't mind that. But
I think that's why I think me and Dina and Ashley will get along because they're the same way. Same thing. Dina will go to the store and be like, I'm like, "Oh, we got this, and this," and be like, "All right," and then just walk away. And
now. Do you have the same thing I have with Destiny? We go out sourcing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it would be cheaper for me to go sourcing by myself because I'm sourcing to make a profit.
Yeah, typically she does her own thing while we're out. You know what I mean? She'll be shopping for herself as well. And I just filmed a video the other day that I'm pretty sure it's going to release while I'm down with Derek.
Yeah.
Probably on the first day I'm with Derek. But it's she's got this new craze with the Ibotta app where she's trying to earn money to put towards Disney. But in my eyes, I'm seeing she's spending a lot more money. But by the point that's coming in the house that I can eat. So it's like
what is this app you speak of?
It's called Ibotta.
Okay.
It's IBOTTA. I have it linked in the video. Let me see if I can get the link because if anyone hasn't had it yet, if you use the link that I put in the video that I set up, it'll actually help out Ashley. Like the person who signs up will get $20, and then Ashley will get $10 for that person signing up. So
That's cool.
rather than signing up on your own, it's better for you to sign up and get the $20. But give her $10 so she don't put me in the poorhouse with this app. But if you use it to get the things you need that you would genuinely just buy anyway, it's totally worth it. There's like, for example, you get cash back whenever you do like certain restaurants. You know, like say you were going to go out to like the Olive Garden and have dinner anyway. You know what I mean? It's best to just do it through the Ibotta app. That way you get like 30% of your meal back or whatever percent. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of sites like that. That and Groupon, you'd be amazed.
I was just going to say Groupon, yeah.
What you can save and get back. You know, if you're already doing these things.
Yep.
I mean, obviously it takes a little bit of effort, and you know, a lot of them have plugins that'll help you in the browser.
Yeah, you'll also see like the full blown craziness of my wife in this video. So you'll if you enjoy Ashley acting the way Ashley acts, you'll love this video that I filmed.
Cool.
You know, there's a lot of chat and talk in the chat about, you know, the when to start your legal business and when to do your CPA. You know, when if you're going to get a CPA. Again, it's not a one size fits all. You know, it's again. I used the answer yesterday on one of the questions. It depends. You know,
my answer to that would be if you're just cleaning out your house and you're trying to get rid of things and you're trying to find the best way to sell it, and that's why you're here, just do that. Don't worry about CPAs. Don't worry about getting a tax number. Just sell your stuff and be done with it. The first time you get the thought that I'm going to buy that to sell it to make a profit, make a business if that's what you plan on doing.
But from what I understand, legally, even if you just sell it just to get it out of the house, you're supposed to report that as income. You know,
I took this seriously. I never did any of that.
I know a lot of people don't.
Well, in Wisconsin, you're not. It's personally yours. If you bought it, you went to the store, you bought it, you used it for 2 years or had it in storage or whatever. You don't have to report it because there's no profit to be made on it. It had a depreciative value. You're not going to be able to sell it for what you paid for it in most cases, unless it's like a collectible or something. But if you're just getting rid of your personal items, you have a big rummage sale to clean out your house, you don't have to claim anything on that unless it's over like 10 grand or something.
Right. But
but that's Wisconsin, and this is why you got to figure out what because state laws, even county laws, as far as taxes, can be different everywhere.
Yeah, and it's such a slippery slope to get in that discussion about the legal side of things,
Right.
And that's why I don't mind talking high level, but please don't take anything we talk about with that, taxes and all that as advice, because it's different everywhere.
Every state is different. Yep.
And it's not that we want to, don't want to give out information or we're afraid to give out information. It's just, there's, everybody knows that situation.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to what you said, Anthony, what you were talking about with me and Destiny. I mean, I don't want to say that she's no part of the business. I mean, she helps me out a lot with a lot of the little petty time-consuming things like the cross-posting to Mercari. But like right now, I believe she's on Norgus's channel. And while she's on there, she can sit there and cross-post for me at the same time, which saves me a whole bunch of time. So she's helpful, but she's not super involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, we got to be careful. We don't want to go too far off into that. That's for tomorrow.
That is for tomorrow. So if you want more details on what Destiny does, tune in tomorrow.
Stop. Tomorrow. We'll drop a link for tomorrow's show.
Yep.
I'm not sure if this link I'm dropping is even going in there for her Ibotta that she's doing, but I noticed Nate says it's helped his family save thousands of dollars. Hey, Ryan, good to see you, man. Looking forward to getting to meet you here in a couple weeks. If you guys haven't seen Thrift Mine yet, I highly suggest you checking out their channel. They're doing some really great stuff for the community right now with helping out this food pantry that they came across. So definitely check out that video and a lot of their stuff. They're definitely one of my favorite channels on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure, man.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll be up. We'll be around soon. So
Kathy said that she's recouped over $2,500 on Ibotta couponing.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean it's like a reputable thing. Like Ash has already earned $80 on it, and she's only been doing it maybe for like a couple weeks.
Really? I'm gonna have to. I'm on their webpage right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a link in our Facebook group for it too, because I don't know why it's not letting me share it in our chat right now. Like, you think I'd be able to share a link since it's like my live, but apparently YouTube doesn't like me today.
All right. Well, I just dropped the homepage for it.
Okay. Well, you'll get $20 to sign up though if you use Ashley's link. That was the main reason I was trying to share.
Oh, well,
yeah. Rather than signing up for free and not getting anything, Ash gets 10, and then whoever else signs up gets $20, like, to start. Like, once you buy your first thing using it, you get $10 automatically deposited in your account.
Wow. So
that's like a pretty decent. Like, if you're going to use it anyway, you might as well get the extra $20.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I should have. It should be removed. Go to Ashley's link. I'm going to go to it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can sign up for it. Like, I'm not doing it to get Ashley the $10. I'm doing it more so to, like, help other people get the $20.
No, I mean,
Get Ashley the $10, man.
Yeah,
because especially if the other person is going to get 20,
there's no shame in that game.
For sure.
Not at all.
You know, I really think it's amazing.
Okay. Where can we find this link?
I'm dropping it in our Facebook group right now.
All right, cool.
I tried dropping it in our chat. I don't know why it's not letting me do it, but yeah.
I'll try to grab it from our room and see if I can drop it in chat.
Okay.
I think it's amazing that the people that came up with these apps and these websites that are really attacking these everyday things that you're already doing, you know, and helping you save money. And, you know, like we said, like
I finished it.
Other ones, you know, it was really forward thinking back when they started those. And they've been around for a long time.
Nate says he saved over $3,000 or more on Ibotta. Yeah, Ash is super into it. Like, I just got 20 because she signed me up by sending me the link, because she knows if she signs me up, she's just going to get the 20 and the 10 that she gets, so she makes 30. So and then she went to Walmart and bought like one thing under my counters. You might have to get like 10 things. I don't know what it is, like 10 items. So, like, say for example, she was getting, what the heck was it? I think it was like 97 cents in the store, and then you get 75 cents back. I can't remember what item it was. So she went under mine. She bought 10 of the 97-cent things, got $20 on my account, 10 on her account, and then she got obviously the 10 items, which then gave her 75 cents times 10, which was $7.50. So really, she got the 10 items for like $2, something like that.
And if you use your PayPal debit card, you get another 1% back, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people know that system and can work it very well. You know, especially some of the extreme couponers that are out there.
Yeah.
You know, they're already good at stacking their coupons, but they'll use, hey, I've got like CVS has their rewards program.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these sites and companies have rewards programs. There's so many ways you can end up saving 30 and 40%. Maybe not saving, but getting, you know, that kind of benefit or that kind of reward back.
And even that kind of goes into knowing your numbers a little bit too. You know what I mean? Because if there's anything in there that I can use to even resell, like a lot of these items, you can probably even sell on Amazon, because a lot of Amazon is now moving into the food, where you can actually have food delivered to your house through Amazon. And I know a lot of people that are using food as like replenishables. So this could even kind of work as far as, you know, knowing your numbers in that aspect. Oh, thank you, Tommy. Tommy dropped Ashley's link.
Yeah. It wouldn't let me drop her link. It kept telling me there was an error, edit, and retry. So what I did,
on my head too.
I dropped the link to the link in our group.
Okay, cool.
So take them right to that link, and then they can just click it there.
Nice.
Huh. I don't know why I wouldn't let you drop it. I've had trouble dropping links in general in chats before, but not.
I'm not positive.
Specific link. That's odd.
The only thing I know about Ibotta is that Ash loves it. You know what I mean? Other than that, like, I have it on my phone just because she uses it on my phone too, to get that extra $30 by 10 for her, 20 for me.
Right.
Other than that, I don't really know much about it, to be honest with you. Kathy did drop a link too for an app that she uses that you can help her out as well. Copy the code and drop it. Dang, I don't know what the code is. Let me text Ash real quick, and I'll have her send me the code.
So we've got two extreme couponers, recovering couponers in the crowd. Kelly the Econ Mom Ward and Just Me Kathy both say they were. Kathy says she was a retired extreme couponer, and Kelly says she was one too.
Right.
That it's cool to watch those shows.
Yep.
It'd be pretty stressful to do it though, to load up with buggies full of stuff and get up there and you start out with $10 million worth of purchases and you shrink it down to $3. And I'll be like, okay, what if I get stuck in $1 million? And just understanding how that whole system works. I'm sure
you gotta know if they have triple coupons that day, double coupons, and yeah.
Yeah, Kathy says it's a lot of work and planning. I think the work wouldn't be a problem. I think it's the planning that would probably get me. Understanding what's going on and when it's going on and how to stack and get your biggest benefit. It takes a lot of organization, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of these companies are doing something to deter people from doing what they're doing potentially.
Right.
Not that it was wrong or bad. I'm just saying, it's like Target. Target discourages resellers from buying in bulk a lot of times.
Oh yeah, they do.
The way that retail works is that like every couple of every quarter, every couple of months or so, they'll have an item that's deeply discounted. They're doing that to get people in the store to buy that item, but then they want them to buy other things.
Right.
You're just coming there and emptying the shelf in every store of that item, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not looking down on people that do that. Mm-hmm. Just trying to explain from the way I understand it why they do that. They're using that to get foot traffic in the door. That's exactly what Black Friday is.
Right.
They're trying to get traffic in the door, getting people to buy other things.
The referral link, Kathy, is what I have dropped there. Let me see because I actually, I'm pretty sure that I just Facebook messaged that to myself, the link, yesterday when I was setting up the video. But let me see if I can drop that in the chat here.
Neville's saying here they're getting commercials about a site called Honey. Don't know if anyone has, if they have a rewards program. Has anyone heard of it? Yes.
Yeah,
that's what's her name, isn't it? Oprah Winfrey owns that.
I don't know.
Oprah Winfrey owns Honey.
Honey is all I know about it is it's a Chrome extension that anytime you go to check out on a website, if you want to use it, it will go and scour the internet for coupon codes or gift codes that are readily available and test them for you. And it'll try every one of them. It'll come back and say, okay, I found the best offer. You can save 30% using this code. And all you do is hit apply.
Yep. I use Honey. We use Honey all the time because we do a lot of online shopping. And I mean, it works for everything from working on Amazon, eBay to reserving motel rooms.
It doesn't work with everything, but it works with a lot of sites.
Yeah, I shouldn't say everything, but it works on a ton.
Oh, yeah.
And even if they don't find a coupon code that works for that particular site or whatever, if you go to just click on continue to checkout, you can earn it. It'll tell you'll earn like 50 cents honey bucks, which you can save up and then use those to apply to certain qualifying buys or sales.
Yeah.
And it's 100% free. There's like no charge if you install it and it never finds you a coupon or you never find the savings. It doesn't cost you or anything to be on there.
I don't even know if you have to sign up. I don't remember. I've had it so long. I don't remember if I had to sign up. There's no charge, definitely, like you said, but
yeah.
I can't remember if you had to have an account, to track like the.
I believe we created the account so we can accumulate the honey bucks.
I think that's what I remember too. I just used it yesterday. We were looking for another book for my son for school, and it just gets if you shop online, it just gets to the point where you open it up. And usually, if you have it enabled, it'll just automatically say, "Hey, I found." It'll come up and tell you, "I found a coupon that works for this site." It's really cool.
No, Anthony,
the data source. Personally, I hate it on Black Friday. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's just me. But the thing you need to do is Black Friday people are typically hitting the Walmarts, the Best Buys, the big box stores having these big sales.
Right.
You know where you need to be going on Black Friday is all the stores that don't have all these big sales. You know, because that you're eliminating a lot of your competition by hitting Walgreens and CVS, and you know they're typically not having big sales. They're probably running sales, but they're just not getting as much foot traffic.
Yeah.
But I've never been out. My wife and all my kids and all of her family is always her sisters have always gone out on Black Friday. I went out one time, or I drove them and dropped them off the first time. And I was like, I have no desire to be out in this crowd.
Yeah. Well, I remember working my first Black Friday, man. I worked in the electronics department at Target, and trust me, it was brutal. Fighting over a $10 2-megapixel camera.
2 megapixels. I remember those days. I'm trying to remember if I can remember under the 1 meg threshold. I think the first camera I got, and it was a very expensive camera, was only like a 640.
Yeah, it was
640K. It's probably somewhere still in the house. It was a $200 or $300 camera.
Yeah.
Do you remember the? And I see them every now and then in thrift stores. The Sony Mavica, however you pronounce it, the one that had the floppy disk you put in the side.
Had the floppy disk you flat slid in the side. Yep.
And it may have been 1 megapixel at most.
Yeah, I think it had it where you could go all the way up to 1 meg, but it was you literally were sitting at, I think it was at 320. No. Trying to remember.
The quality was not real good.
Yeah, it was horrible.
But they were popular.
Yeah.
So just to reiterate, I know I mentioned it towards the beginning of the show. We're giving away the $10 Panera gift card to whoever shares this show the most times. That's still active. By the time we're done with the show, this will be given away live to somebody, and I will mail this out today. Craig came up with the parameter of sharing it on your social media and then just taking a screenshot and posting it in our Facebook group. I'll redrop the link to our Facebook group just to make sure that you guys are eligible to win the Panera gift card. Again, we appreciate any and all support of the show, and we just want to see, more people be able to come and be a part of this community that we have here every morning with you guys.
And like I said earlier, I think that the people in the chat benefit from it as well as we get a larger crowd in here. Because it's kind of, y'all been great at bringing up great points and discussion. And the more people we have, the more great ideas we have to discuss and further conversation. It's really incredible. I really have enjoyed it. But so what are the numbers? Anything else we hadn't thought about numbers-wise?
It's $10, DMK. It's a $10 gift card.
I mean, I pay attention to a lot of numbers, and on a daily basis. Real simply, I mean, I don't spend a ton of time on them, but I always go to my performance tab in my seller hub, and all the numbers that are in there that can either be red or green. I try to keep them in the green, and if they're red, I try to figure out why they're in the red and do whatever I can do to get them green. Right now, everything's green, which makes me happy. But if sometimes my listing impressions will fall, or my click-through rate falls, my sales conversion rate falls into the red, and I'm like, oh, I got to do something, because I always want to be in the green. I always want those numbers. They don't have to be huge, but as long as they're in the green, that means there's always a little bit of improvement. Even if, like, right now my sales conversion rate is only 0.3 up, but it's at least up. It's not down.
And that brings up a good point. Looking at things like if everybody does promoted listings, some people do, some people don't. I've heard a lot of people talk about, I just turn them on and I do 1% and I let them ride. Mm-hmm. If you can look at your impressions and your click-throughs, and if it's trending down, you potentially need to consider stopping it and restarting it. I know that's what, Tommy, I know that's what you do, right? You stop and start yours pretty regularly.
2 days max is the longest I let them run. Sometimes if I just seem like I had a real slow night, I'll do it the very next day. But right. On average, it's about 48 hours, unless there's something. Then I just go in there and just try to give it a little kick by stopping and starting it. I'll also, if my sales are going like slow and I just need to give a little boost, I'll bulk edit and drop everything by a penny, because it takes all my listings and alters them so it looks like they are all touched, and that usually works quite well. But when you do that, keep in mind that it takes about 3 to 4 hours for that to take effect. So it's not like you're going to do it and all of a sudden instantly, bing, bing, you're going to have some sales. But usually when I do that, about 3 to 4 hours later is when it starts chiming in.
Gotcha.
Right. But I mean, again, that brings up a great point that I know everybody's been selling different periods of time on eBay and all that, but back when eBay first started, it was a list it and forget it. It was just look at the stuff and don't make any adjustments and stuff sold. It's not that way anymore, you know? And I don't think it's a technology change. I think it's just because there's so much competition out there selling items that you gotta be aggressive. You gotta be active with your account. And I'm not saying, when I say active, I don't even mean just listing. You got to stay on top of it, you know, as far as looking at pricing, looking at promotions, how well your promotions are performing, things of that nature. It's not just to put it out there and it sells, you know?
Right.
And I think we talked about, I don't remember what show we talked about it, but I remember talking about briefly, you know, going through and, you know, I list something at a certain price because I comped it the day I listed. How often do you go back and recomp your items?
Every 30 days.
Because theoretically, and really, prices and demand for an item can change.
Yep.
You know, we talked briefly yesterday about, you know, taking that offer of a lowball offer, and somebody said, well, you're tanking the price and all that. You know, on that same tune, the demand for an item and the price overall can drop, not because one person dropped it, because there's no longer demand for it anymore. You know, look at polo shirts, like we've talked before.
Absolutely. But I do, you know, everybody's talking about how eBay changed the good till canceled and it's hurting their store, you know, their sales. You notice a fall off in their sales or whatever. But again, I mean, I use Seller Hub every morning, and I get up, and what I'm doing before we go on this show is you can go into the listing box of your Seller's Hub, and it's going to say ending today, and it's going to have all your items that are ending today. So since they're going to end today and be relisted, I'm going to charge a listing fee anyways. I end everything that's in there, and everything that's ending today, I end it, and I start it over as a sell similar. If I don't see that, unless there's a lot of views on it, or watchers rather, but if hasn't been a lot of traffic on it, I'll sell similar and I'll recomp it to make sure I'm still in the competitive price range, and maybe alter the title a little bit or jumble the pictures around, use a different one as my main picture. But every 30 days I end it. I'm going to get charged for a new listing anyway, so why not touch it?
Yeah, you're already there.
Right. And it works for me, you know, and it's real simple. I can go through 45 listings in half hour.
I wanted to say hi to a few more people that jumped in. Tommy Bernard has joined us. Guys, if you don't know Tommy Bernard, hit the 3 buttons by his name. He has a really cool night show that he does every night. Him and Tracy, Uniquely Me. I think you guys will enjoy it. He's you know, really entertaining. He knows his numbers probably better than anyone, as we've already mentioned earlier in the show.
Yeah.
But definitely check him out. I want to say hi to the Cleveland Picker. Go Cavs. And Blue Rhino Liquidations. Good morning to you as well. If anyone else is in here that we haven't mentioned, hey, Tracy, speaking of which, good to see you too. Anyone else is in here that we haven't mentioned, definitely make sure you say hello so that we can greet you.
So one thing I like, talking about recomping or checking prices and everything, if you go into your edit to edit a listing, you can actually look down at your price field, and it tells you, it gives you a link to look at similar used listings for that product. So it's giving you a rough, I don't know if it shows you low end. It says it's giving you a low end price potentially directly within that listing. So you're not having to go out and search for the item, pull comps, etc. It won't do it on every item. That's why I wanted to make sure. I pulled up a piece of clothing a minute ago and it didn't. But you can definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because if you're going back and you're selling something for $29.99 and that was the market 6 months ago, and you look here and that item's now selling for $3, you need to make an adjustment.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Fishing and Picking and to Texas Val. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it.
Sure.
So do you want to wait a couple minutes to give this gift card away, or do you think we should pull a winner now?
Well, let me look and see what we're looking at like on Facebook. What do y'all think? Has everybody shared it out? I've seen a lot of Facebook sharing. That's good, but we need to get it out into Instagram. We need to get it out into Twitter. Getting it outside of our group. A lot of these Facebook things are great.
Yeah.
But that's kind of limiting us to the people that are members. And a lot of these Facebook groups that's getting shared to are big groups.
Right.
Let me look and see.
Huh?
And we appreciate everybody sharing it out that's done it so far, for sure.
Yeah, that would be rough, Kathy, being sued over $25. What are they wanting you to do? Just refund the order?
She was talking about, was it Rogaine or something?
Yeah, Rogaine for women or something like that. I didn't catch the whole thing. I was kind of just seeing pieces.
I think she said she sold some Rogaine and the buyer was not happy because she started losing her hair.
Well, maybe it's not the Rogaine. Maybe it's the reason she bought the Rogaine in the first place.
The buyer's asking if it was a bad batch. I mean, if it was sold new, I would direct them to the manufacturer.
Right.
That'd be my first thing.
Oh yeah, that would suck. They said their hair's falling out now.
I don't know if stuff like that. I know it's over the counter, isn't it?
Yeah, Rogaine.
Yeah. Rogaine. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that stuff has an expiration date. You got to be careful with selling. It brings up a good point. If you are selling something with an expiration date, be sure you put that expiration date in there. Make sure you put in that it is expired. I don't sell a lot of expired stuff other than ink. Just be sure you're putting down that you're taking on any risk that's associated with the use of an expired product. Maybe just a quick blurb or something like that. But also, we talked about having liability insurance for Amazon. We had the Amazon discussion the other day. And I'm not trying to scare Kathy, and I don't know if that would be the case, but again, if something ever came up, that liability insurance would protect you in that type of event.
Right.
Hopefully nothing happens, but the problem is you never know with people. You never know with buyers,
Fishing and Picking said old college trick, putting air in your buddy's shampoo bottles.
Yeah.
A lot of items. I don't know if every item, but a lot of box items like that, especially pharmaceuticals, health and beauty, will have a lot number on it. It's usually that either embedded into the plastic or the little string where you see the expiration date. Typically, it'll have a batch number. But I would send it to the manufacturer. At least is my first step.
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere on the actual tube though, or whatever it came in, it probably says, at least a website or a phone number or something.
Right.
Tommy, if you're making your hair fall out, Kathy, go buy all you can. Private label is hair be gone.
There you go.
That's funny. Somebody else made a great comment. Where'd it go? Michelle Lathan, dear customer, I do not make Rogaine. See manufacturer.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough situation. That's a situation I know I have not been in.
Yeah,
I've been very, very lucky to not get caught up with any beyond normal returns situations, But again, that's something you got to be prepared for. And I know that I'm not doing a very good job of being prepared for those kind of situations. Outside of just trying to stay away from things that might put me in those situations.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't had any too like over the top returns come through. I just had one yesterday. Somebody wanted to return an item they purchased on May 14th. It was some expired ink for their printer, and they were saying that they finally installed it, and it's saying that the ink is only good for use in Asia. I bought this ink in Pittsburgh, so pretty sure it's not the case, but you know what I mean? It's just like one of those things where they even tried doing a return through eBay and it wouldn't let them because it was beyond my return. Like I think I have like 60-day or 90-day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy uniquely me has a good point as well. Kind of in addition to the insurance, the liability that we're talking. She says that's why you'd want to protect yourself with at minimum an LLC.
Yeah.
And if anybody doesn't know what LLC is, I'm not going to get into all the details, but there's a veil between you and the business.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't miss, I hate to say business and pleasure, but business and personal.
Yeah.
Then that LLC is out there to protect your personal assets, from the way I understand it.
Mm-hmm. And it essentially stands for Limited Liability Corporation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do your research. That's a great suggestion, Tracy. But everybody definitely look into it.
Yeah.
And then, if you're running as a sole proprietor, it is what it is. You just understand that you're missing out on that potential protection if you get in that situation. And it's harder looking at it at a high level. It's hard to realize what you need until you get caught in a situation where you need it.
Right.
Yeah.
You never know what you've got until it's gone. The reverse of that almost,
Yep. And guys, do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe to each other in the chat, because there's a lot of people in this chat that make really good content. Like Craig always says, don't pay attention to the number of subscribers on any given channel, because everybody starts at zero. So there's many content creators I see just in this chat currently. So make sure you're supporting one another, because that's the best thing you can do. And as we always say, watching videos is free, subscribing is free, doesn't cost you a thing, and there's a lot you can gain from one another.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
GMK Scrap Metal and Reselling Projects says Monster Energy has been going after resellers. I have seen that. I think Justin just did a video on that recently.
He did, yeah, just like a couple days ago.
Kathy, Kathy's worried if she'd send him a refund for the rope, the hair stuff. I don't know.
I wouldn't. That's something that's with the company. I mean, go and look up. They have a recall. If it was a recall number on it,
Right.
it was a bad batch.
An issue like that too, the manufacturer will most likely refund them for that as well.
Right.
Yeah, and you don't want him to double dip.
Right.
I don't know. No, you're fine, Kathy. That's what we want to have. That's why we want people to interact. There's no problem with bringing stuff up, and everything's open game here pretty much.
And that's the thing, you're not monopolizing the chat. This is a break room where it's not just four of us, it's however many of us are in the room at the exact same time. So this is an open forum between not just the four of us, but between every single person that enters the room while we're live.
Right.
Well, it's pretty much the reason for the show is to get people answers on situations or things they don't know, right?
Yep.
Right. Hey, Tommy, here's a question for you. How long does a buyer have to rate you before?
3 days. If they don't
3
rate
days.
if they don't rate you within 3 days, Mercari will automatically give you a positive rating and release your funds.
Okay. That's
3 days. 3 days from the time they receive it,
right.
not from the time you send it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's understandable.
We were Veronica came up with the secret sauce. I think a lot of us were so looking around the business aspect of it, and Veronica, I like her comment, Anthony.
Yeah.
I think we were all overlooking the most simplest solution to the problem.
Yes, absolutely.
She says she wouldn't refund them. There was a reason they were ordering Rogaine. Their hair was already falling out.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
There
That's
you
why I
go.
said maybe it's the reason they bought the Rogaine that they're
It's the exact reason. That is a great response.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you overlook the trees for the forest, or the forest for the trees, whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
We were all looking at it from the business. Oh my gosh, what do I do? And the liability, and that's why I like having people in the chat so much.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody looks at things differently. If we all looked at things exactly the same, had the same approach, had the same attitude, had the same demeanor, it would be boring. We would never get anything accomplished by working together.
Right.
Absolutely. Cody's asking, have we ever had a GSP buyer want to do a return?
Yes.
I have to. It depends on what the issue is. If it's something wrong with the item or whatever, I just say contact eBay GSP or whatever, and they take care of it. If it's something like, I've never had an example like this. Like, say it was like a pair of pants and it didn't fit. You know what I mean? At that point, I would just keep the pants. I'm not paying for the return shipping type thing. You know what I mean? But if it's something that can be handled by GSP, I just let GSP handle it, because once it hits Kentucky, it's their problem, not mine.
Yeah, most of the time it's Kentucky. That's where the screw up is most of the time.
Yeah,
absolutely. And same here. That's why I use GSP instead of sending it myself, because once I fulfill my responsibility and get it to Kentucky, their distribution, that product is no longer my problem. I'm guaranteed to have my money no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
That's why I use it.
And that brings up that would have been a good debate topic. Maybe we need to do another one of those kind of shows.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A couple of items: GSP versus non-GSP.
Yep.
Is it Canada that pays exorbitant GSP fees to get their stuff delivered? Is it China? Yep. There's some countries that pay a high rate, and I know a lot of people that will ship direct.
Yep.
Again, not right, wrong, or indifferent. Everybody just makes that decision based on what they for specific reasons.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to take one of those maybe a week or two out.
If it's a reputable seller, though, typically I will go, reputable buyer, typically I will go ahead and do the, pirate ship rate. That's a lot cheaper for them. But if it's somebody that I just have no experience with or anything like that, and I have a little bit of shadiness towards the deal, I'll definitely do GSP, because I don't want that thing back, especially having to eat that shipping cost. No, thank you.
That's how you sell all of your untested stuff, right? No, I'm kidding. I would never do that, or would I?
I mean, honestly, if it's untested, I'm just going to tell them the truth.
I was just kidding.
Because there's plenty of stuff I have that's untested. I got all that stuff that fell off the shelf. You know what I mean? That stuff I'm just going to take to the flea market and be like, look, I don't know if this stuff works or not. Last I tried, it did, but it had a little bit of a tumble. So
good enough
bargains, basically selling it out.
Paul Gacy Picker says sending a package directly to Russia today.
Oh, there you go.
A Harley Davidson sweater. You'd be amazed at what sells overseas.
Mm-hmm. Harley Davidson stuff sells worldwide, though. That's what I love about it.
Right.
Yeah, that was me, Cody. I sold a plush.
Nice.
I love selling plush.
Mercari had to make that noise.
I know. Dude, I sold Ty on Mercari today, and I had no idea that it was even sold.
Yeah, because they don't. All you see is cha-ching on the screen. But
if I didn't check my email several times a day, I wouldn't have even known. I wouldn't have been able to pull it to get it out this afternoon.
Yep.
Wow.
I think it'd be cool if there was a way for cha-chings to come in and chat too. You know what I mean? Rather than just cha-ching.
You've seen several shows where the super chat pops up on the window. Maybe every time somebody has an eBay sale, it'll pop up and show everybody.
Yeah.
So that could go both ways. You might not want them showing what you sold.
Right.
If you're into selling those questionable items like some people are. But wow.
I can't hide anything I sell, because I advertise my store and I got links out for it everywhere, and people just go and click on my solds.
Yep. Ditto. I advertise that and my Mercari.
Yeah. How do you do that? I just follow yourself and then link get that link and
Yeah, I just drop a link to my Mercari. At first, I was just putting in like my Mercari name, which is Picksburgh, but it's so hard to find a seller by their name. You almost need a link. So,
I got a notice. Oh, you guys have been working on Mercari this morning. It just tells me that you just listed your Star Wars forces. I just got that notification now.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get.
I've cross-posted a good number of things over there the last handful of days.
Mm-hmm.
Just finding
oh, that's cool.
a couple items selling on eBay that I had to.
This morning it showed me one for Derek.
That's really cool.
Oh yeah, I'm following you guys.
I don't have your link yet, Tommy. I'm gonna need it because I might buy something from you.
Probably buy it on eBay. It's usually cheaper on eBay.
You know what's really cool? You remember we had Dom, treasure hunter, thrifter, whatever his name is. I can't think of it right now.
Dominic,
a couple of weeks back.
yeah, primetime treasure hunter.
I couldn't think of it. I'm sorry. You know, they've got that Facebook group, and they said they have the featured seller of the day or whatever they do once a week or something, where everybody goes out and tries to buy from their store and support them. That's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. I like to do that every once in a while. I'll go through, and typically I do it more often when there's something like I either need or whatever. I like to just go and buy stuff from people and just to show support to their, channel or business or whatever. If I feel like I've gained something from that person, like knowledge-wise or whatever, if I have a little bit extra disposable income, I'll go and buy something whether I need it or not, just to kind of show support. I don't get bombarded too much with low offers on Mercari because I think it only lets you go so low now.
Right.
I've tried lowballing some people on Mercari, and it'll be like, well, it'll only let you go like 25%, because when you're going to make an offer, it'll show you, like 10, 15, 20%, like which one of those offers do you want to make? And then if you make it lower than the 20%, it only lets you go so much lower.
But if you message the person itself about something and you shoot him an offer, and then he can take the item down and put it at the price that you guys have come together with.
Yeah. I've done that before on certain items. Like I have so much Sega Genesis stuff coming to my house. They're gonna think I'm like like the king of Sega over here. But I got a ton of Sega Genesis stuff really cheap. But currently I have like 7 systems coming to the house, and I might even buy. The weird thing is, like, a lot of people have trouble with Segas, but like I don't know if it's just like people in Pittsburgh are nostalgia for it, but I have such good luck selling that stuff locally.
Huh, that's cool.
I post it and it's like literally gone like that day or the next day, typically.
So buying them on eBay or other platforms and flipping them locally.
Well, I've done good. Like I sold a Sega Genesis to Fat Man the Flipper through Derek's auction before, and he loves it.
Right. Huh.
All right, we're gonna do this auction. We're gonna do this raffle, or
Let's give this thing away.
Yep.
Here, real quick, I'm gonna drop.
Kathy, just let me know which one it is. I might not have even listed it yet. So you just let me know and I can get that to you. Like I always take care of subscribers and viewers of the channel, so I'll take care of you on that one. Hey, Jeeping John, good to see you, man. We're getting ready to give away a Panera Bread gift card. If you want to, real quick, go ahead and share this video on social media. You can be entered in that giveaway as well. But I'll let one of the guys go ahead and pick a winner, because I don't want to be biased to anybody, since I'm giving.
Are we going with who shared it the most and put a screenshot in the Facebook group?
Yeah, we can do that. Has anyone even left screenshots in the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't get any notifications, but then again, it would probably go to Ashley's phone since I use her account.
yeah.
But I shared it, put a screenshot in there, but I'm going to withdraw myself from the competition. Let me just get a list of who has and how many times so I can keep up with it. Jamie, 1. Come on, get over there.
BK Vending's asking, do we only sell brand new items on Mercari? Nope. I've been selling the one vintage.
my Mercari store is basically, I'm just using this as a testing ground for like RA stuff. So my store has nothing but new stuff in it, but I may move in a different direction once I'm like kind of up and running. I just decided it would be easier for me to know if something cross sells, because if it's an RA find, then I'll know to go and pull it down from eBay.
And I sell nothing but vintage stuff, all vintage toys, and it's been going well. So
I like Mercari so far. I mean, I'm not doing the business I do on eBay on it, but I mean, I'm still pretty new to it. I probably have at least 100 or 200, or I have no idea how many listings. It doesn't really track listings and stuff like eBay does, but I just sold a brand new Ohio State Buckeyes tie on there this morning.
nice.
All right, I'm just having to verify that these aren't multiple copies of the same screenshot real quick. We didn't have a ton, but I just don't want to cheat anybody.
Yes, BK vending. Right now, yes. I think the Mercari is much easier for me to use. I do Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that, but the Mercari is really my prime right now. That I've been selling well on it, so might as well keep going with it.
And how long does it, since you're not cross-posting or anything, you're listing straight into Mercari?
Right.
It's a really simple way to list. How long does it take you, would you say, to do your average listing from start to finish?
3 minutes.
See, I can't do eBay that fast.
3 minutes.
All right, here's what I'm seeing.
Good photos and everything too, not just so.
So Anthony,
Yeah,
you're primarily eBay.
yeah, eBay is my primary. I do Mercari on the side, and then I do local stuff too. I like the local stuff because I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you guys. It's tax free for me.
Mm-hmm.
But now with your listings, like me, everything goes on eBay first, then gets cross posted here or there or whatever. Unless it's like a big item I'm not going to ship, then it just goes local. But it takes Derek 3 minutes to do an average listing start to finish. How long does it take you to do? And you know,
Are you talking about Mercari?
No, on eBay. I just want to compare the simplicity and the quickness of listing between the two. So how does it take you to do your average eBay listing from start to finish?
I've never timed it, but depending on what the item is, for example, I'm sending this Pokemon card out today. Mm-hmm. This right here, I would just do a sell similar and use a stock photo. So for that, I could probably have it done within a minute. Right. But if I'm doing something else that I have to actually photograph and take that time, 3 to 5 minutes. I've never really time myself in doing it, but yeah, I'd say 3 to 5 minutes, depending on what it is. If it's clothing, probably longer. Yeah. If it's something that needs tested, definitely longer. Like if I'm doing like a combo unit or something like that, maybe 10 minutes, depending on how long it takes me to, get the VHS, the DVD, get it hooked up and all that stuff. I mean, it could take me 10 minutes, maybe more, depending on what the item is. Hey, Pat, how you doing, man? It's Pat, the reseller's in the house. He's present and accounted for. Mercari takes a flat 10%.
Yep.
Keeping John. I like your name. That's pretty cool.
Yep. All right. Based on my counts that I've seen so far, do you want to start it off now? No more post? Because for just a few minutes we had a tie based on my counts. Okay. So we've broken the tie. Somebody did something to break the tie. You want me to go ahead and cut it off?
Yeah.
It's completely.
We're at 11:30 now, so about 10:30 your time. Yep.
All that matters is my time.
We need YouTube time.
All right, we had 10. We had 15 total shares that I see.
Awesome.
Most of them on Facebook, which is cool. We had a tie up until just a second ago. What I'm seeing, if anybody wants to correct me, if you want to correct me, I'm fine. I see Tiffany had 6.
Yeah, Tiffany just sent. I just got the I just
Perla.
got the share from my Facebook group. Yep, from Tiffany. So
Awesome. Tiffany, you are awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. If anybody's beat 6, speak now or forever hold your peace. If not, this is going to Tiffany, Eat Sleep Amazon. And Tiffany, if you don't mind, what I'd like to do is scratch off this thing here just so I can make sure my wife didn't use this or anything. Pretty sure she didn't because it's in my wallet, but she's been known to dig in my wallet from time to time. Oh, I appreciate that, Tiffany. You are amazing. If you have an issue with me scratching that off to check to verify the full $10 is on there, I won't. If you do have an issue with it, you can always let me know, and I'll just go buy you one and send you one.
I had to do that with the gift card I gave away when I was getting, right when I passed my 1,000. I was like, okay, now I feel bad. I need to go double check that it hadn't been used.
Hey, Trista. Good to see you.
Just me, Kathy says Bumcrack Picker is a real person. She's heard his voice. Wow.
Aren't you lucky?
You'll have to share that link in the
I'll
timestamp.
tell you what, I don't know if you guys have been watching Tommy at night, where they're trying to figure out like what Bumcrack looks like, and they're talking about like Mr. Bean and like all these different people.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, Bumcrack's a cool dude though.
Mm-hmm.
He's everywhere.
So
I enjoy going into Tommy and Tracy's show at night, but it's always right around my bedtime where they
You know what I do? I sometimes I'll leave it on. Like if I'm like not feeling great and I'm up like later, I will I'll be in the chat talking with people, but a lot of times I'll just kind of listen to it all night, until I fall asleep or until they get off, which
they were talking, that came up in one of their chats, that Pam from Thrift Mine says that she sleeps listening to them. She goes, and Tommy was all yelling, "Bam, bam," waking her up, like trying to wake her up. It was funny as heck.
Yeah, I like to support the people that have good knowledge and do a good job. So even if I do fall asleep, at least they're getting watch time from me.
Right.
Most of the time I'm up pretty late, so I'm in there, at least listening.
He left a voice message on Instagram to just me, Kathy.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So I'm checking the gift card balance for you right now, Tiffany. I'm glad you won too, because you deserve it. You're a super awesome person.
I deserve it because I'm hungry. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, touche.
Don't get me started. I'm ready to have something to eat now.
I'm gonna go make me something to eat after this.
Derek, have you ever had one of Panera's bread soup bowls?
Yeah.
Man, those are fabulous.
Yeah. And don't forget, we have to have something for our show at 2:00 too. Remember?
I got snacks.
Yeah.
Snacks. We're ready.
Hey, did you do your?
Now that Derek mentioned that, I'd like to make sure we can support one another. Anything that's going on, whether it's on your channel or a channel that you like to watch, that you can throw out there. That way we can kind of go support. I know D Flipping Particles goes live at noon, which is typically like we're always at least off before then, just so we don't kind of run into D's show, because we do like to be supportive to the community.
Derek, did you do your racing video this week, or did we in Destiny just miss it?
That's what we're doing today, buddy.
Okay, I thought we missed it. We were kind of panicking last night.
No, I got the cars right here. It's just with everything else going on, we're just going to do it on the show at 2:00, and it's 8 cars this week, so we're going to do best of 5. These things are brand new. Well, not brand new. These things are. Let's see.
So, Tiffany, this is saying I reached my request limit, so I must have messed up on the capita, or however the heck you say that. So I'm going to just send this out to you. If for whatever reason it doesn't have the full $10, let me know, and I'll PayPal you the difference. Either that or I'll just send you a new card. But I trust you.
All these cars we're racing this week is mint on card. Never touched from
That's
1997.
awesome. Also, Tiffany, send me your address so I can get this out to you. I'll get that ready right now for you.
You can get that from Pat. Pat D says it. No, I'm kidding.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends.
I'm just kidding. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I know. Cool.
Greg's like, he's all right.
That's cool. I've got to. I gotta get some. I started coffee. I got back. I dropped my son off at school and got back here 8:30, 8:35. Enough time to start coffee and walk in here. And I hadn't even. I brew it 6 cups at a time. I hadn't even gone in there and poured a cup yet.
Wow.
6 cup. Oh man, ours we have a 55 cup percolator, and we usually brew 30 a day.
Get your circulation on.
Yeah. We drink a lot of coffee. And that's 30 cups. We brew 30 cups, not 30, 55 cups.
Right.
Cool. And we are on Tommy's channel tomorrow.
Yep.
That's gonna be a fun show. Y'all need to make sure you're here. What are we talking about tomorrow?
We are talking about spousal support or non-support in our business. How what I do affects Destiny. How what she does that supports me.
Right.
We're not going to be discussing athletic supporters.
You never know what you don't know with this chat and this group of fellas here. You never know; it might come up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we could end up anywhere, guys. And honestly, a lot of it's even chat dictated. So I think it's gonna be a really good show. I've been wanting Ashley to come on and do something like that with me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She's still trying to warm up to the idea of live shows, though. So hopefully, sooner than later, you guys can actually have a crack at her live. But till then, you just have to.
You know what would be fun is if we had all the ladies come on at the same time and we just kind of stepped off to the side and let them give their view on the resale.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Because we're looking at it as resellers. We're looking at it as all the analytics are reselling. And they're looking at it as they got my house full of shit, you know.
Exactly. And I don't know about y'all's wives or your significant others. I don't know if my wife could care less about watching YouTube and the reseller space. She has so her opinion has not been swayed one way or the other, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I have a feeling that y'all's wives are. Destiny's pretty involved, but you know,
she's pretty involved, but she also has. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's involved, but there is a but in there.
Yeah. Same thing.
We're not doing that.
Yep.
Cool.
But I think that'd be cool if we could possibly organize something like that. I don't know if that our show conflicts with scheduling, because I know Ashley works. I know Vern works.
Yep.
And
my wife is about to start back to work with her teaching deal, but
maybe a pre-recorded or something. If we'd have to do it like at the evening time and just premiere it on our show.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to talk about it. I think it'd be interesting. And then,
Yeah.
Hey guys, right here, if you look in the chat, you'll see Flipping Particles. That's Dee. She's the one we were talking about, has a show right after us at noon. If you would, go hit the 3 dots by your name and hit subscribe, because typically a lot of us will jump over to her show after this. A lot of times I'll listen to her while I'm cooking lunch or whatever, whatever I get doing. Normally I pull my orders and ship them right after this too.
Yep, that's usually what I'm doing is I listen. I'm not real interactive with chat, but I'm there listening because
I get my lurk on.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
and when he says at noon, he's talking in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Legit.
That'd be 11 Central Time.
Yep. We just need to come up with YouTube time. Instead of saying time, in the next hour something's happening. In the next 2 hours something happening.
You're coming to what? Oh,
So
yeah, grab 2 boxes and bring them in.
Pat the reseller, I assume you're talking about having our wives on. Yeah, there's that. We were just talking about being on the panel. I assume you're talking about that. I mean, the same thing applies just the other way for the ladies. Whether they're husbands or their significant others or whatever, or how if they support your business or what impact your business or the time you spend on your business or your things like that affect your significant get that word out, significant other. So that's all I got. I say we chop it at the knees, y'all. Cool.
It might be a reseller if you do a thank you note on Dymo paper.
Nice.
Yeah, so Tiffany, I'm putting your gift card into a envelope right now. So this will
And
be
Tiffany, you're getting your package getting mailed out today too. So,
all right, everybody in the chat, do me a favor if we're about to wrap things up. Before you leave, hit that thumbs up or that thumbs down. If you feel inclined to hit the thumbs down, please, and I've mentioned it on my videos lately, if you decide to leave a thumbs down, please leave a comment in the chat for Tommy. And for Anthony. Let us know why.
Definitely.
No problem with that. We're open to constructive criticism.
Hey,
Also,
Glenn,
leave us a comment down below and let us know how things are going with the show. If y'all want us to take, if you have any suggestions, we're wide open.
definitely.
We want to please the crowd. So
Absolutely. I definitely I appreciate all you guys for being here and for all of your support. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and remember, just support each other. That's what this community is all about.
Absolutely.
yep.
See you guys.